Gene, thank you. From crime scene to courtroom, the behavior of Ross and Leanna Harris has been under a microscope.
Their 22-month-old son, Cooper, died in June after being left in a hot car in Georgia. In Tuscaloosa, where Ross Harris grew up, skeptics say he and his wife have not been acting like grieving parents. WIAT 42 News reporter Lee Garner looked into the grieving process and talked with an expert about what this couple is displaying.
It's something that most of us have experienced, or at least we feel we know how we would react. That's grieving. But when it comes to grieving, is there one right way that it should look or sound?
He was saying, oh my God, my son is dead, oh my God.
For each tear wiped away during the preliminary hearing, detectives showed the flip side, like this conversation when Leanna Harris's mother asked why Leanna wasn't crying or reacting. Harris said, "I must be in shock."
Contrary to what is popularly thought, there's no one correct way to grieve.
We caught up with grief counselor Dr. Lee Keys. While he couldn't speak about the Harris case, he's had a lot of experience in counseling people who have lost loved ones, and it's always unique.
When you're overwhelmed, we don't think the same way, we don't feel the same way, we don't behave the same way as we normally do. We're not at our baseline.
Keys says the 7 stages of grief have mostly been debunked. There's no timeline or order to the process, and people often do go into shock, like Leanna Harris claimed to her mother, where they can't process information the way people normally do.
It can appear as though they are robotic, kind of going through the motions.
Leanna Harris has not been charged with any crime. Investigators tell us that at this point she is just part of the investigation. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Lee Garner, WIAT 42 News, coverage you can count on.
From last Thursday's probable